Catch a break with me, the BMD.
Kick it.
BMD's back. BMD's back.
Hey folks, welcome to the channel. It's the BMD. I'm your host on our show segment, Meet the Band with the BMD, Catch a Break with me, the BMD. And of course, it's MLB Major League Broadcasting, and we have a treat, a real treat today. We have one of our homies in the house, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Say hello, everybody, to Mega Sean. Before you say hello, Big Daddy, I call him Big Daddy, but he is known as Mega Sean. This guy is a street hustler, and he wrote the big hit, Cooking Curry in the Six for our Toronto Raptors. We're catching up with Mega Sean today. We did interview about a year ago, and it's time to catch up. And he owns the Hershey Entrepreneur Entertainment. I think it's related to the clothing. We're going to get into that. He's a big clothing guy too. Mega Sean, welcome to the show. Good morning. And man, you look good with the Big Daddy beard, dude.
Good morning. You must be the morning guy because it's always in the morning with you.
Well, listen, we did roll it together about a year ago at 6 a.m. I know you got up early, and I thank you for taking the time. You're looking good. Tell us what's happening in your life right now. Let's catch up a bit.
Well, just surviving, putting together an album and a documentary about how I became the T-shirt king in Toronto. Mm-hmm. It started with F Brooklyn T-shirts, I Love BJ T-shirts, One BJ's always better than 9 Yanks. And we cook curry in the Six T-shirt, definitely.
Well, that's a big one.
Yes. Just how it went from music to shirts and intertwining my documentary. And the album I'm working on, the producer, Jake Vincent, with Hip Hop 101. Okay. And it's the best project that I've done to this date.
So why is that the best one? You've done tons of music, opened for big acts in Toronto. You've done stadiums, you've done dance halls, you've done clubs. You've been everywhere. Why is this your biggest project?
This is the first time I believe that I've put my whole entire life on the line. Like I'm expressing myself, no masks. The whole world will know exactly who I am after this album. You know what I mean? There's no sugarcoating anything. I'm 100% real. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm not trying to portray anything. I'm just 100% me. And I'm at a time in my life where I believe I'm saying something that's important to me. I'm not just saying things that I think the world will like. I'm saying stuff that's important to me.
Listen, you've been in the game a long time. You've done tons of stuff. Tell us about how important it is for you to record and keep that voice out there for Mega Sean, the act, Mega Sean, the performer, Mega Sean, the producer, engineer. But I like to call you Big Daddy because I'm Big Back Daddy.
Yep. And hey, sometimes my wife calls me Big Daddy, so that's all right.
Okay.
So, why it's important to record to me? See, a lot of people don't realize how important it is to them. But when I found out it was important to me is I was actually, you said I was doing music for a while. I met my wife, and well, we were friends first. We were going out, and then I decided to get married to her. And the music field is very strenuous on relationships if only one of you is into the music. So going on tours, you'd have to leave your wife at home and stuff like that. So I took a break from music once I got married. And once I took a break, I was just trying to figure out how I could implement it in my married life without putting strain on it. And I ended up getting depressed because I wasn't recording. So I figured out how to implement my wife into my music. So now I do music with my wife also. Even though she's in law school, I still implement her in the music just so I'm not staying away from her. So it's important. It's not important for me to record because it would interfere with my life. And if I didn't record, I would be depressed. So I know that's how important it is for me to record. At this point in my life, I'm always going to record because I need it. It's stress relief. I'm addicted to it.
Gotcha. Tell us what it's like when you're on the road, when you were starting out way back in the day there, opening up for some major league acts. You mentioned it's tough on the road. Tell us about the life on the road.
Well, on the road, it's tough. If it's tough as a man in a relationship, because on the road there's what the industry classifies as groupies, and groupies are what society would call thirsty. They'll do whatever it takes to get involved with an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And there's thirsty ones that will figure out wherever your hotel is and be waiting outside your hotel. There's thirstier ones that will find out what floor you're on and be waiting in the floor. And there's even more thirsty ones that will somehow pay to get in your room.
Oh, my goodness.
This is how it is for all stars, NBA stars. What doesn't matter. Once you have a big enough name, these are the issues that people have to deal with. Now, it's all about self-control and how much willpower you have.
Right. Now listen.
After that, but let's be realistic. Why would anybody want to test how strong their willpower is every day on a daily basis?
That sounds like it's tough. Listen, you were in the studio, I know, this week cutting some tracks. I want you to introduce the first song. What's the flavor of the day for Big Daddy Mega Sean?
Okay, like I said, yesterday we recorded a track, and I was telling you, chances are if I finish the track and I like it, then I'll be wanting to play it on your show. It was a song. I called it in the end Black is Beautiful. It was called something else when I started it, but at the end I decided to call it Black is Beautiful.
So why? Why?
The song is dealing with the gun violence that we're dealing with in Toronto. The young black kids in Toronto, especially, is the biggest problem, that are using guns to kill other kids. And it's a problem in Toronto, and I felt that we needed to address it. If you have a voice and anyone listens to, we need to address the problems in society. I felt like during this time, there's a very big focus on saving Black lives and the importance of Black. And I felt that since we're on the issue, we might as well deal with all the issues that is affecting Black lives. That means Black on Black crime, the gun violence. We might as well attack it all at the same time. So I made the song addressing the gun violence in Toronto to try and make our city a safer place. And I decided, me and my producer decided, we didn't want to put any imagery on the video that you see Black people in a negative light, because in the dictionary it says Black is evil, all that stuff. I want to change the whole narrative of how people see Black. And I wanted to say, I want the imagery to be Black is Beautiful. I want the song to be called Black is Beautiful. At the same time, I'm addressing an important issue. What you see on the video is the lives that are being lost. These beautiful people being lost with all this foolish violence and the senseless things these kids are doing in the streets of Toronto. So I decided to use my voice as a voice of reason and try and take a leadership role, because I believe if I have a voice, and if it's 2 or 3 people even listen to me, then why not use it for something that will help the community?
They say Black Lives Matter, let's stop shooting each other first. Mind all the gun talks in each and every verse. Black kids in the 6 shoot each other like a curse. It's robberies or beef, tell me why they don't work. Is it the upbringing? Is it the songs they singing? Is it society's brainwashing of Thanksgiving? I don't know, but they vex and they love to shoot quick. No caring about a mother's pain and what they're left with. Y'all still shooting? Even through a pandemic, screaming Black Lives Matter, and these kids, they don't get it. These cops be killing us, the food be killing us, our youths are killing us. Man, enough is enough. There's a path laid out, you can walk it if you're dumb. I know these black kids ain't manufacturing no guns. That's the plan, never ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man. Stop the self-destruction.
You know, the songwriting style in the song, how did the song come to you?
Really,
Tell us the production.
My producer, that he produced all the songs on Hip Hop 101, Jake Vincent, well, we'll call him the General. He gave me all the production on the album, and this song just made the album. Like I said, I recorded it yesterday. We made a video yesterday, and it suits the vibe of our album, so we're adding it on the album. The writing was inspired a bit by Little X, because I see him with his program that he's trying to push in the petition he's trying to get signed to help stop the gun violence in Toronto. I signed the petition, and when I signed the petition, I was thinking, well, hey, this petition isn't all that I could do. I could at least do a song and a video that would help guide people in the right direction to try and stop it.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you find songs nowadays, does it come to you in songwriting, the process, does it come as easy as ever throughout your career, or you just pick on national topics now and exploit them?
I believe everything that I write comes from a higher place.
Okay.
Sometimes when I'm writing, I'm puzzled at what I wrote. So that's how I know it comes from a different place.
What about practice makes perfect?
Yeah, well, my practice is, I've been practicing for a while, so it does come easily. It's effortlessly. Like, if somebody needs a song done, and they say, hey, I need a song, and they give me the topic, I need you at a feature, most likely the song will be done in a couple of hours. It's very surprising to people.
Mm-hmm.
And they get it back, finished, recorded. Like, if I have an idea for a song right now, I'll go record it and make the video. It will be done in 2 hours, song and video. Done.
Hey, listen, that segued into one of my favorite songs. Hopefully we can twist your arm for a little freestyle. What do you think? Last time we were together, you nailed it big time. Have you got any juice in you this morning?
It is. There's a possibility.
All right. Well, listen. The stage is yours, Big Daddy. Let it out there. Give it to us right now.
Oh, right now. Give it to you right now. Okay. Check this out. Oh man. Let me give a vibe. Let me get a vibe, man. You put me on the spot like this.
I love it. Are you there?
Freestyle. No. Okay, how about a little bit later on in the segment?
All right.
You caught me off.
Not a
caught me off
problem.
guard
I just
a little
want
bit.
to tempt you. You do it. You do it when you're ready.
Let me wake up a little more for a second.
Okay. Listen.
The last time I came to your show,
Yeah.
you it's like downtown. So I had to get up, drive all the way downtown. I was pick up Freddie Fame. I was already awake by then. Now I just not too long ago.
All right. Listen. How about you were in the studio? How about the second song? Give us an intro on the second song while we're getting your mind collected and together to do the freestyle. Let's jump right into the second song intro. Give it to us.
Okay, the second song is Saga City.
Where's that?
That's where I'm from, Mississauga.
Oh, gotcha.
Saga City, to be cool, for short. Mississauga, meaning the village people. It's, I believe, a native word. And the forest people, the village, Mississauga, the forest people. Now, Mississauga, I grew up in Mississauga, and basically, if you hear on the hook, it's like Drake. That's Drake on the chorus, sampled Saga City is the payday. And that's definitely it. There's a lot of talented people come out of Mississauga. Like I went to school with Billy Talent. I don't know if you know who they are.
Yeah.
We're all from Mississauga. You know, a lot of talented artists, Party Next Door, all from Mississauga. So Saga City is definitely the payday. And we need to rep where we're from a little bit more. Toronto's on the map now, thankfully, thanks to artists like Cardinal, Drake, and people like that. But it's time to put Saga on the map now. Mississauga is just as important as Toronto. So yes, I'm just bigging up my city. That's it, Saga City.
You're paying it forward, brother.
Yeah.
Saga City trip to payday. Saga City trip to payday. Saga City trip to payday.
The saga continues.
Rap game sounding harmonic, flow sorta bionic. I blaze 8 times a day, herbal octagonic. Embrace what we gon' say with your gin and tonic. Tell AA get away, addicted to the chronic. The herbal essence in my possession, teach you a lesson. Pro with the toolie, take you to schoolie, program the weapon. Manifesting from my inside, lyrical intestine. Hustle hard, keep the CD on the fresh grind. Against the odds, but they say I got the best mind. We in the streets, you can't get this at the Best Buy. Road to success, cruising in a fresh ride. Owe me the rest, catch me on the flip side. Posers get stressed, hanging like the shit blinds. Holding his head, hating on his shit life. Bridges get burned sooner as his gift dies. Lesson get learned, moving in the swift life.
Saga City trip, Saga City trip, Saga City trip, Saga City trip to payday.
Listen, I'm going to ask you a question I ask all the artists. You've answered this roughly about a year ago, but I want you to tell all the viewers and listeners out there, how tough is the music industry? You've had the door slammed in your face, you've had the phone hang up in your ear, and on the knock on the door, they said, brother, we aren't interested. How do you take the next step forward and keep going?
See, you know, honest to God, in Toronto, it's one of the hardest places. That's the sad truth of it all. In Toronto, there's a slight screw-face capital of the world, crab in a bucket mentality. Nobody wants anybody to get further than them. But if people allow people to get far, then we could help each other up. That's my mentality. I don't know how other people look at it or think. So it's hard to get out here. It's hard. And once you get over a hump, there's a whole bunch of people that think that we should only put on our friends, and nobody's looking at talent. Let's put on friends and family, and no one's putting on talent because if they didn't grow up with you or things like that. But once you leave the city, you realize it's just a city thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely arm opening and eye opening when you go somewhere else, because they're like, wow, it's so hard to make it in Toronto that when you leave here, the hard work that you've been putting in, you realize that it's accepted and appreciated everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So it is hard to get out if you stay in Toronto. But if you leave Toronto, it isn't that hard.
How about at a young age? Tell us when you knew you had the it factor to be a rapper, have a career in the industry. How did you know that you were the guy?
You know what's funny about that? Last year is when I found out I had the it factor. Before there was always that underlining, I'm good, but I'm not that sure. Unfortunately, I grew up with friends that didn't harness my talent. There are some people that didn't really believe that it's possible, right? They're like, yeah, we're good, but we're just average. Well, it's about how persistent you are and how much you believe in yourself is what makes people get to where they need to go. And if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to make it. I believe last year is when I developed the full confidence that I have the it factor. So before then, I don't think that I gave myself a fair chance. So last year was when I really thought it's just by a miracle and God's grace that I didn't give up and quit before then. Because if I did, I would never have reached my full potential.
Gotcha. Now we've got that freestyle button in the queue. What do you say, Big Daddy?
All right, yeah. Well, hey, man, if you want a freestyle, I can freestyle.
I want it, baby.
It's no problem. It's early in the morning with the DMB. He wants Mega Sean just to be an MC. So I grab the MIC and I flip it both ways. Because it's a Friday. I'm up your girl like the driveway and I'm parked. I'm parked because I got a spark. Yes, this is an art. And I will spark this because I'm the one that's claiming that I am the artist. Don't even test me because I am the greatest like I'm Wayne Gretzky. I am Canadian. So I say, hey. And BMD, yes, hey, have a nice day. That's the end of the freestyle today.
Oh, baby, I'm digging that one. Thank you very much. Nice job. Listen, you mentioned about you just realized you had the it factor. I want to continue on that. Was that supported by your wife, family, and friends, or how do you keep your competitive edge up?
It's the whole thing. My wife, once I got my wife into the music, she inspired me. She sounds a lot better than me. So that was a huge factor. My wife is a huge factor in my music now because we're like one. It's like she's the yin to my yang. We're a complete package. My producer, Jake, has a lot to do with my confidence level because he was the one that was helping guide me in the right direction. You're only as good as your team.
Yeah.
In the end, you're only as good as your team. And if you don't have a team that inspires you, you're just not a circle. That's a square. It's a prison you're in. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Listen, I want to ask you, for all the people out there that might be lacking confidence, want to get into the game, what would be your tip of the day?
You got to at least find yourself two people that are going to all be for the same cause, motivation, not haters. People that fit a piece of a puzzle, not necessarily people that do the same thing as you. Everybody has to have their own thing that they bring to the table. If you surround yourself with 5 rappers, eventually the ego is going to get involved and everybody has their own agenda in the end.
I hear you. Listen.
So if you have a producer, you have a manager, you have a singer, and you're a rapper, you have a promoter, a team that everybody plays a part. Not too many kitchen.
How can people connect with you? Give us your shout out for your social media hooks.
Oh, on Mega Sean on Facebook, Mega Sean Music on every other platform. Mega Sean Music on Instagram, Mega Sean Music. Just look for Mega Sean Music. You'll see my face pop up. You'll see the new video, Black is Beautiful, Saga City. Look out for the new album, Hip Hop 101, which is going to be extreme fire. Extreme fire.
You're really proud of the work on this album.
Yes, absolutely. It is. I'm 100% confident. 1,000%.
Let's talk a little bit about the king of the t-shirts, king of the hoodies, king of the sweatshirt. What's going down there?
Well, as COVID now hit, you know, I'm normally in front of the stadiums, right? I got vendors permits and all that stuff, but as you know, there's no games going on, so
yeah,
the T-shirt king is in hibernation. But that gave me the opportunity to do my documentary about it, so that's good. I'll cover all the court cases with MLB and the NBA and all that stuff in the documentary, and I cover how these places play dirty a little bit. False charges and false accusations and stuff just so they could slow down money making and stuff like that. But right now I got a lot of inventory, and I'm gonna get and step up my online game.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm at right now. But as you know, some of these songs like Cook Curry and the Six and stuff like that, those were not songs. Those were commercials for my t-shirts. Right, because I make commercials, right? I did the milk commercial, McDonald's commercial. A lot of people see it as songs, but I'm into the advertising. My partner and I started an advertising agency that started doing commercials for companies, but those songs were actual T-shirt commercials for the T-shirts that we were making.
But the song just rode the wave,
yes,
the high tidal wave on the Raptors swing to the championship. I heard that song everywhere, every day, all the time during the playoff run. Has anybody reached out to you at the Raptor bosses level and said, "Hey, way to roll it out"?
No, not as yet. They actually have Drake as an ambassador. So, you know, because all my stuff is on social media, I'm sure that, you know, some of their ideas are inspired by people like myself. I'm not gonna say by me, but let's be realistic. I came up with the T-shirt with the ring, and then when right as the Raptors won the championship, we made the ring and it had a shirt that said "Kiss the Ring," and then when the season started in October, for the first time in NBA history, they're giving out shirts with rings. I wonder where that idea came from.
Absolutely.
So I'm not sure that they're going to contact me. I'm sure that they have a staff of people that troll my social media pages to get good ideas from me. So I'm not sure they'll approach me.
Well, maybe you should send a letter of a copyright saying, "Hey, I'm the dude that helped support the media interest on this run along with the quality of the championship games." Listen, we're out of time. I want to tell you, certainly, sir, second time up to bat, you killed it, and I appreciate you coming on the channel and supporting the BMD. I hope you had an interesting time today. And guess what? It wasn't that early to wake up. You got to sleep in a little bit instead of 6 o'clock.
I was just playing around with the wake up. I'm an early bird, buddy. I just played around. I was trying to use that to get out of the freestyle, but you got me.
No, I can't let you get out when we have a guy like you on, a mega star, Mega Sean. Folks, if you've been happy with what you've heard, what you've seen, stay on the YouTube channel. It's Major League Broadcasting. I'm your host, the BMD, and today's guest was superstar Mega Sean. If you enjoyed what you heard, what you saw, or what you've listened to, hit that subscribe button or thumbs up on the like button. And don't forget, Mega Sean, I hope you're happy with the BMD, and we'll do it again.
Yes, sir. All right. Thanks for having me, bro.
All right. Have a great day. See you then.
Yep.
BMD